Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Let it simmer. Today we are going to make a very low carb chicken mince loaf. For that we need about half a kg of chicken mince, a good quality mince, 1 raw egg, ginger garlic paste, freshly crushed black pepper, some mixed herbs, 1 cup of cheese, 1 tablespoon of cilantro, 1 tablespoon of almond flour, half a cup of colored bell peppers. I have used bell peppers. You can use any vegetable you like. Boiled eggs, 4 of them, because they fit in my 9-inch loaf tin lengthwise, and salt to taste. This is low carb because I am using almond flour. In a regular loaf, it is usually a bread and milk mixture which is used. I am avoiding both. So this is perfect for a low carb or a keto kind of a diet. So let's begin by cracking in 1 egg. There. Adding our cheese, not leaving anyone behind, the cilantro, the herbs, the pepper, ginger garlic paste. This needs a little coaxing. Mixed vegetables, they also need a little coaxing to join the party. Almond flour and salt. Our herbs are usually salty, so we should try and avoid putting extra salt in this. And also the cheese is salty. Now we are going to give it all a very good thorough mix. Okay, this is nicely mixed. Now what we are going to do is put this in a loaf tin. Here I have a 9-inch, mine is a silicone loaf tin. I am going to grease it, though it's a silicone, I am still going to grease it with bacon fat. If you have a tin, metal tin, I suggest you line it with a baking sheet or something of that good, along with the greasing. There, this is greased. Now what we will do is half of this loaf, this mix, we are going to press it down in our loaf tin. I'll try and make it equal half. Now we'll press this down. I like this recipe because there's not much of use of hands in this. I don't like to touch food much. I like to touch it when I'm eating it, but not when I'm cooking it. So here I have pressed it down, flattened it, made a little groove in the center. Now what we are going to do is, the boiled eggs, we are going to put them end to end, starting from one end. Yeah, see, I told you they fit perfectly in my loaf tin, right in the center. And now we'll cover the whole thing with the remainder of the mix. Spread it evenly. Waste not. We'll take everything with us. Spreading it evenly. And as we go, we try and flatten the top so that when we glaze, you get an even glaze on top. If there's a stubborn egg which doesn't want to stay down, press it down a little and cover it with the mince mix. Yeah, as neat as we can be. The sides. This is done and ready to go into the oven. Now we'll bake this in the oven for about 20 minutes. While our loaf is baking in the oven, we will prepare a glaze to go on top of it. For that, I have about a tablespoon of tomato puree. You can use a tomato sauce if you're not on a diet. a teaspoon of soy sauce, a teaspoon of almond flour. You can use regular flour, that is maida. If you're not on a diet, a teaspoon of mustard sauce and pepper. Now I'm not adding salt because all the sauces have salt in it. There, our glaze is ready. At 15-minute mark, we will glaze our loaf with this. There, our loaf is almost ready for the glaze. So we glaze it, covering each and every surface on top. Try to work as fast as possible. This glaze helps in keeping the loaf and the meat moist inside, and of course it gives a nice shine to the top. We'll put all of it together into each and every nooks and crannies and crevices. There. Yeah, now it's ready to go back for the last 5 minutes of its bake. I have unmolded my loaf. I'm just sprinkling a little cheese and cilantro on top. To unmold, you have to unmold it in a plate first, and then in whatever plate you want to keep it in, so that the top is seen, is visible. Okay, now the moment of truth. I'll cut a slice here. Oh, it's still hot. I can see the steam rising. There, beautiful. The texture is lovely. It's moist and awesome. I'll show you a slice that I've just cut. See, look at that. You can see the pepper. It's hot. The egg and the yolk boiled looks beautiful. Our egg yolk, our meatloaf is ready for serving.